one state that's ahead of the curve on vaccine distribution is Alaska, which has fully vaccinated 17% of its population. That's the highest rate in the United States. And this week, Alaska became the first state to allow all residents 16 and older to have access to the COVID-19 vaccine. Joining me now is Alaska Governor Mike Dunleavy. Thanks so much for being here, Governor.
It's great being here, Ariel. Thank you.
Alaska is the first state to allow vaccines for anyone over 16. Why take that step now? And do you have the vaccine supply to meet the demand in the coming weeks?
Yeah, we do. We have the vaccines. We're going to be getting more vaccines in, and we've got the systems in place. We've been pretty efficient at getting our vaccinations out. And we just want to encourage all Alaskans now, those that live here, those that are going to be working here this spring and summer, to sign up for vaccination. So we have a call-in number. You can do it online. And again, we've done a pretty good job of getting the vaccines out for those that want it, and we're just going to open it now for everybody.
Do you have a sense for a timeline for when the majority of Alaskans will be vaccinated and when you could reach those numbers needed for the coveted herd immunity?
Yeah, we do think we're going to be the first state to reach herd immunity. We have 730,000 people in the state of Alaska. We've vaccinated well over 310 to 320,000 folks already. And at the pace that we're going, we estimate another month or so, probably within 2 months, we should be pretty close to herd immunity. And I know that folks have talked about this maybe occurring in the fall for most of the other states. But again, we got on top of this early on in December. We have a lot of great partners here in the state of Alaska. We have 229 recognized Native American tribes that are doing a great job of getting the vaccine out, as well as municipalities and other health associates. And so we're pretty optimistic that we can get there within the next 2 months.
Certainly real promise there. And Alaska has shown real success in the vaccine rollout, including in some remote regions. Of course, Alaska has by far a smaller population than many states. But what can other states learn from your efforts so far as the vaccine rollout goes?
Well, you make it a priority. You realize early on in this pandemic what this virus, who this virus actually attacks, what groups, our elders, our seniors, those with underlying health conditions. And Alaska, unfortunately, had a history with the Spanish flu back in 1918 that impacted a lot of our Native American population here in the state of Alaska. Alaska's Native American population by percent is the largest in the country. And so we made sure that we were going to protect our most vulnerable, our Native Americans, our seniors, our elders, those with those underlying health conditions. And so in many cases, we have upwards of 90% of those groups vaccinated already. And so the fact that Alaska's dealt with catastrophes before this pandemic, disasters such as earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, fires, we were able to pivot and be able to address the needs of this pandemic early on. And so we're feeling pretty good about where we are with the vaccines. We're feeling pretty good about our overall numbers, our testing, our death numbers are the second lowest in the country. Our death rates, our hospitalization rates are pretty low. So far, we're feeling pretty good about how we've managed this pandemic, and we're feeling really good about where the vaccination's going.
And finally, this week, President Biden's $1.9 trillion COVID relief bill included $350 billion in aid for state and local governments. But some Republicans have called that a blue state bailout. Alaska, of course, a red state, hit hard by falling oil prices. So will that extra aid help Alaskans weather this economic impact?
Yeah, that's a good question. So we're unraveling the package that we just voted on. We've got people working on it to really ascertain what it will do for Alaska in what areas. And as soon as we get that unraveled here the next day or two, we'll be able to make some announcements on it.
Thank you so much, Governor, for spending some time with us on a Friday night. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.